We will be commencing our program in just a few moments, and in preparation, I'd like to remind you that the Windspear Center is an acoustically responsive hall, and therefore we'd ask that if you are carrying electronic devices with you today, that you take a moment now to turn them off for the duration of this morning's ceremony. If you are traveling with small children and your little ones become restless, the Windspear does have monitors in which you can continue to participate and watch the ceremony this morning, should you need to step outside and take a break with them. I always remind folks, as a father of two little girls, I am very consciously aware of the fact that their agendas are often not the same as mine. We have arranged for a professional photographer to take photos of graduates receiving their parchments. The information on how these photos can be obtained will be forwarded to graduates at a later date. However, I'm sure you noticed that when you passed through the foyer this morning, you likely noticed there were MacEwan University alumni backdrops, and you can certainly make use of these to take photos of your graduates at the conclusion of today's ceremony. However, if you still wish to take your own pictures of your graduate crossing the stage today, you are certainly welcome to do so, and we invite you to come up to stage right here, off to my left, as the name of your graduate approaches in the program. This area can become quite busy, and so we certainly appreciate your assistance in clearing the area as promptly once you have taken your photo. Ushers will be there to assist you as need may be. Today is indeed a wonderful and celebratory event as we recognize our graduates for their achievements here at MacEwan University, both individually and collectively. And before we begin our ceremony, we'll have an opportunity to hear one more musical piece. But I want to just highlight a couple of musical pieces that you will be hearing throughout the program today. Both were written and composed by two of the first graduates of the MacEwan University's Bachelor of Music in Jazz and Contemporary Music program in 2015. The first piece, Memories, was composed by Andrew Reed, and we'll be hearing that in just a couple of moments. And our second piece, Nothing Can Stop Us Now, was composed by Sean Bessie. Again, both were graduates in our 2015 and our first class of the Bachelor of Music graduates. And this will be heard during the recessional period. You may follow along on page 9 of your program should you wish to follow the music and the lyrics themselves. With that, sit back and enjoy today's celebration. Ladies and gentlemen, Memories, the MacEwan University Big Band. One more big round of applause for the MacEwan University Big Band. Really enjoy the music of these talented young individuals. Ladies and gentlemen, honored guests, if you are able, I'd ask that you please rise. At this time, I am pleased to introduce this morning's mace bearer, Tom Carter, Assistant Professor of Paralegal Studies in our School of Business. Mr. Carter is carrying the university mace, which was donated to the university in 1997 by its namesake, Dr. Grant MacEwan, and became the official mace in 2008. It is especially meaningful to the university as it was hand-carved by Dr. MacEwan. Further information on the mace and other convocation traditions can be found in your convocation program. Please remain standing now for our academic processional.
graduands, distinguished guests, members of the stage party, faculty, staff, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mike Sekulich, University Registrar and Marshal of Convocation. MacEwan University respectfully acknowledges that the land on which we gather in Treaty 6 territory is the traditional gathering place for many Indigenous peoples. We honor and respect the history, languages, ceremonies, and culture of the First Nations, Métis, and Inuit who call this territory home. The First Peoples' connection to the land teaches us about our inherent responsibility to protect and respect Mother Earth. Please remain standing, and in respect, remove all hats except mortarboards for the singing of our national anthem led by Ms. Katie Anderson. Thank you, Ms. Anderson. Please be seated. I declare MacEwan University Convocation open. It is intended to honor our 2017 graduates. We are honored to have you present with us on this occasion. The word convocation comes from the Latin word convoco, which means to call together by summons. It is traditionally used in connection with an ecclesiastical or academic gathering. Convocations are called for the conferring of degrees, diplomas, certificates, for special announcements, and for the recognition of outstanding achievement. So it is today that we call colleagues and friends together to honor MacEwan University's graduates and award recipients for Spring 2017 Convocation. And now I'd like to call upon the student member of our Board of Governors, Stephanie Nedeshetko, to read the MacEwan University invocation.
Through learning, we flourish and help others to flourish. We stand here today on the brink of important change for ourselves and for the world. Inspired by the past, we now step forward to transform the future. Engaging with others, we cherish the diversity of experience within our communities and ourselves. Through perseverance, we excel. Through compassion, we connect. Through creativity, we thrive. Through knowledge, we grow. Through all this and more, let us forge a legacy to nurture, to inspire, to endure. Moved by the Spirit, strong in our knowledge, We move out into the world with open arms, open mind, and open heart. We pledge to leave the world better than we found it.
Thank you, Stephanie. I will now introduce members of the stage party. Members of the stage party, please remain standing once you've been called upon. And audience, I would please ask you to hold your applause until all members of the stage party have been introduced. I would like to start with Board of Governors Chair Ione Challborn, President Dr. David Atkinson, Provost and Vice President Academic Dr. John Corlett, and Academic Governance Council Vice Chair Dr. Lynn Honey. Would members of our Board of Governors, Vice Presidents, and Associate Vice Presidents please rise? And now I ask Deans and Associate Deans, members of the University's administration to rise. Representatives of each of our associations, faculty, staff, and student, please rise. Mace bearer and distinguished speaker, please stand and be recognized. Will our distinguished proctor, Lana Leneker, instructor in the School of Business, along with all faculty and staff of the university, please stand. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your stage party. This is your university. Please join me now in a round of applause to acknowledge them. Thank you, members of the stage party. You may be seated. I now call upon Board Chair Ione Challborn to bring greetings on behalf of MacEwan University's Board of Governors.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. It is, I bet you can hardly believe that you're here after all the time that you have spent studying and working for this day. But you are here and you did it, and in what will be a few short minutes, you'll have your certificate, your diploma, your degree in your hand. I'm very thrilled to share in this moment with you and with your families and be among the first to congratulate you on your graduation and all of the hard work that has led to it. Being here today makes me think back to my own convocation and how I never could have pictured where my life would take me at the time that I was sitting in the spot that you are today. I certainly never thought that I would be on the board of a university or that I would be the executive director of a mental health serving agency, Canadian Mental Health Association, Edmonton Region, a position that I'm very proud and honored to hold, along with that as the board chair of MacEwan University. No, when I was sitting where you are now, my goals had absolutely nothing to do with post-secondary administration, mental health advocacy, or any of the other social justice issues that drive my work today. My big plan, and it was a noble plan at the time, was to become a math teacher and to promote numeracy. And I did that. For the first several years of my career were spent teaching secondary math in Canada and abroad, and I still believe strongly in the transformational power of education. But a lot has happened in my life between then and now, and I've met many people who've changed my outlook on life. I've had experiences that have brought into focus what was important to me. I said yes to opportunities that I couldn't have imagined would come my way when I crossed the stage to receive that important teaching degree. The leap from high school math teacher to a mental health advocate might seem like a big one, but it happened incrementally over time. Looking back, I can easily retrace the steps that it took me to get here. I see one thread that connected one event, one opportunity, and one career choice to the other. Of course, at the time, I didn't see that thread. I didn't always know what was going to happen when I chose to take a different course or try something new. That's because in life, as clearly as you can see what's behind you, you can't see very far ahead of you. What looks like a logical step in hindsight appeared to be a leap of faith at the time, and I'm glad I chose to take those leaps, and I'm very grateful to the people who supported me on those what seemed like risk-taking choices at times. Had I been afraid to veer from my plan, I wouldn't be here today, or I wouldn't be doing the work that I'm most passionate about. So what I want to say to you is, don't be afraid to take unexpected opportunities. They may arise in your career that you've chosen or in some other fashion. Don't worry or fret if you realize your dream job isn't your dream after all. Always write your game plan in pencil, because your game plan may likely change. And that is okay. In fact, it's quite great, because that is what makes your life. I am very excited for you today. I'm very excited for you to try new things, because you'll start doing those immediately when you walk out the door. I'm excited for you to take unexpected twists and turns and to challenge yourself and to follow your passions. And I'm excited for you to be pleasantly surprised, maybe even thrilled at where you end up. So be courageous, be adventurous, don't be afraid to take those leaps of faith, even if you cannot see where you're going to land. I believe there will be a net there for you, even though sometimes you might feel like you're balancing on a tightrope. That's okay, because when you look back, those leaps of faith will look like logical steps in creating the life you were meant to live, and you will be very grateful that you took them. So I want to close in saying congratulations to the class of 2017. Congratulations to all the families and friends who supported this marvelous group of young people. Can't wait to see where you land. Thank you.
Thank you, Board Chair Challborn. I would like to now call upon President Dr. David Atkinson to address the graduates.
Madam Board Chair, members of the Board of Governors, distinguished guests, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, and always on this case, last but most important, our graduates. Welcome, everyone, to Convocation for June 2017. This is our most important day, and it is more than anything else, your day. And we only ask one thing of you, and that is that you enjoy it. But first, let me be among those who congratulate all of you. We extend to every one of you our best wishes as you move forward to your life after graduation. We have, of course, no idea how our lives may turn out. What we know is that they are the cumulative result of our experiences. And in this, we accept that education is a transformative part of our lives. And in this context, Convocation is not just a ceremony. It is a reaffirmation of what you have achieved and an expression of the promise for what is to come. Universities are about their students. Your success is our success as a university, and when you leave us, it is what you achieve in the future, which is part of the continuing legacy of the education that you have received here. Your achievements are a testament to our university, which, as alumni, is now truly yours. You are an important part of the continuing history of the institution, and for this we owe you our gratitude. What we celebrate today is also much more, though. Those of us who have enjoyed and benefited from the opportunity to pursue higher education are enormously privileged. Yes, we know there has been sacrifice, financial and otherwise, but you need always to remember how fortunate you have been to benefit from the opportunities your university has provided you, and how what you have learned here will benefit you in the future. At this convocation, we recognize the graduates of the School of Business. We are confident that all of you will go out into the world and use what you have learned here to make a contribution to the business community upon whom we depend to make our world a thriving one in which we can all prosper. But in doing so, we ask also that as much as economics drives our world, you accept that you have a larger responsibility. While you might work in the world of business, know as well that larger issues of social good must shape everything you do. Our world is in need, and you must step up. While jobs and professional success are important, they go side by side with a larger obligation to the greater good of our communities. But Convocation is also other things. It is an opportunity for you to thank those who have supported you, parents, spouses, partners, brothers, sisters, friends, many of whom are here today. These people have stood by you. We do nothing alone, and they have a place in what you have achieved. Universities, too, are about the people who make everything we do possible. We must acknowledge the commitment and talents of your faculty who work tirelessly to ensure the quality of your learning experience. This is a sacred trust as one generation passes on what we know today so that you can build on it tomorrow. And the staff here at MacEwan are the people who have made your lives here better in so many ways, and many of them, of course, are with us this morning to make this convocation special for you. And for this, we must also express our deep thanks. And of course, you should look to your right and left and remember that your time has been immeasurably enriched by the students with whom you have studied, with those who have become your friends, and even with those whom you may never have met, but who have contributed to the quality of your experience here at MacEwan. As much as Convocation is about celebrating achievement, it is also an important reminder of what each of you have gained here and what it means in the future. Even as we all want a good life, regardless of how that is defined, we must give back. We must work, perhaps today more than ever, to assist in shaping a better world in the future, and this is something you must always remember and which is the most important part of what a good life means. Our namesake, Dr. Grant MacEwan, who as a person might be receding into history, but who continues to live on in both his values and his words, asks the very simple question, but what of tomorrow? And he warns us that success gives no reason for complacency. Dr. MacEwan reminds us of the fundamental mission of the university to challenge convention, to pursue new possibilities, to celebrate the human capacity for understanding and creativity, to reaffirm the best of who we are, and to retain your passion for what is good and what is right. I ask that you take this message with you because it shapes whatever you might be in the future. And if one thinks of you, this graduating class today, and the cumulative impact you will have on your country and indeed our world, you know why this is so important. In fact, you have never been more important. We live in a world that operates at light speed, and what we are coming to call the fourth industrial generation will be profoundly transformative and disruptive. Artificial intelligence, 3D printing, robotics, and biotechnology will be part of your world, and you must be ready for it. Know then that purposeful and continuous commitment to education is a given. If anything you need to take away from today, it is this: you are our tomorrows, and you have a responsibility. We live in a world today consumed by blinkered thinking, by intolerance, a world where truth is there, it seems, to be manipulated and indeed ignored. Our world has too much become one of exclusion at the expense of acceptance and mutual enrichment. The understanding that difference and tolerance for the other are what enriches all of our lives. You must be the antidote that encourages difference and respect. What the Chinese philosopher Confucius said 1,500 years ago continues to resonate today. Education breeds confidence. Confidence breeds hope. Hope breeds peace. This is who we are, and this is who you must be. Learning and understanding sit at the root of all of our hope for tomorrow. You must then lift your eyes and look to the future. There are so many possibilities for you. You must not get tied down to narrow thinking that shuts you off from the world. And you need always to be reminded that nothing is impossible in a world where we are all genuinely concerned about making it a better place. Remember the words of Nelson Mandela. There's no passion to be found playing small in settling for a life that is less than the one you are capable of living. But in saying this, we must remember too the oft-quoted words of Wordsworth that the best portion of a man's life are his little, nameless, unremembered acts of kindness and love. Whether your future contributions are big or small, remember, as Dr. McEwen would exhort us, just make the world a better place. Please don't forget this. But today, enjoy your celebration. Know that we are so very proud for what you have achieved. Celebrate with those important to you. Reflect on what you have accomplished, but always look for what is ahead. You have every reason to see a tremendous future. All you need to do is grasp it. Thank you.
Thank you, President Atkinson. Now I would like to call upon Laura Squires to introduce the recipient of the Distinguished Alumni Award.
Good morning. Alumni are a university's greatest legacy, and each year, McEwen recognizes the outstanding contribution and achievements of its graduates through the Distinguished Alumni Award. Established in 1986, this award represents the highest form of recognition our university bestows on an alumnus. With this in mind, it is my pleasure to introduce and invite to the stage this year's recipient of the Distinguished Alumni Award, Lynn Crutzfeldt, President, Advantage Assist Group, and Chief Executive Officer of Christensen Communities, Business Administration graduate, 1983. Lynn Crutzfeldt's passion for quality healthcare began over 35 years ago, when she personally cared for her ailing parent after graduating from nursing school. A few years later, she enrolled at McEwen and graduated with a diploma in business administration. Since, Lynn has gained more than 30 years of leadership experience in healthcare management, seniors living, home care, and long-term care. As president of Advantage Assist Group, Inc., and Chief Executive Officer of Christensen Communities Limited, Lynn has spearheaded several new approaches that have transformed the senior living divisions into the leading provider of housing and care in the senior living industry. Lynn encourages her team to focus on strategic solutions and out-of-the-box thinking. Her philosophy of improving the lives of seniors through lifestyle, wellness, and residential alternatives is now recognized and modeled across the country. She is the past president of the Alzheimer's Society of Alberta and the Northwest Territories and served 8 years as a board member with the Alzheimer's Society of Canada, chairing its Fund Development Committee. Lynn is a recipient of the Queen Elizabeth Diamond Jubilee Medal for her work with Alzheimer's Canada and her service to those affected by Alzheimer's disease. Lynn's vision is to see Canada as the leader in seniors living, incorporating innovative strategies for both care and housing. Her mission is to enhance the lives of older adults by fostering strong partnerships and by building inspiring communities that are dedicated to providing exceptional wellness options for seniors. I would like to present this award to Lynn and to provide her convocation message to the class of the graduate.
Good morning, everyone. I'm so delighted to be here. Board Chair, President Atkins, Dean Elford, faculty, parents, honored guests, and of course the graduating class of 2017. I am so honored. And I'm thrilled to be back because I sat in your chair over 30 years ago. So you're my reminder of my past, and I will be, I hope, a fair weather vane of your future. The great Roman philosopher Seneca said, "Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity." Looking back to my career, mine was a very unusual journey. At 20, I had graduated with my RN from Ottawa and moved to Edson, Alberta to work in the emergency department. It was challenging as a new nurse, but it taught me about resiliency, adaptability, and courage. From Edson, I moved to Edmonton, working at the Misericordia Hospital, and shortly after received a call that my mother was dying. Throughout her palliation, I was appalled at the way she was treated by the healthcare system. It made me realize that if I was going to make a difference in this world, I needed to go back to school and develop my career as a manager. I remember at the time, MacEwan welcomed me with open arms and enabled me to look at the world so differently. As an RN, I had focused on tasks and soon found out through MacEwan that my focus should really be on people. After graduating with my business diploma, I had my first opportunity to develop my leadership style and to live my belief of promoting quality care. This belief and knowledge defined my career values of inspiring teams and looking at ways to be innovative and do things differently. A few years later, and now a new mom, I went back to school again and completed a healthcare management certificate with the Canadian Hospital Association. Soon after, I became an administrator, then director of operations, and finally vice president. I worked hard to develop my reputation as a leader in the seniors industry across Canada. Then 10 years ago, opportunity came knocking. I was approached by the Christensen Group to advance their seniors division. I did so and became CEO of Christensen Communities. When they asked me to develop their care division, I said yes, but only if I owned the care division. I then opened the Advantage Assist Group. We now have 500 employees and expect to double in size over the next year. So if anyone's looking for a job. Was it luck? Yes, it was. A combination of hard work and luck. Luck is what happens when you reach out on purpose, even though you don't know what to expect. I prepared for the opportunity of the unexpected. My education, like your education, prepared me to take risks and to never say no when opportunity knocks on your door. When I think back about my graduation day, at that time it was all about me. But standing here today, I can tell you it's more than one person. It takes a team. In building effective teams, I learned that it's not just about hiring the right people with the right skills and talent. It's also about attitude, desire, and willingness to keep learning is so important. There are many rewards that come with being surrounded by good people who trust you and feel empowered to be who they are. They help me make the right decisions or figure out solutions when I make the wrong decisions. They also help me when I take risks, and I still take risks every day. I encourage my teams on risks. Every day we have to reinvent ourselves, and success today isn't always the bottom line. Remember that. The bottom line is only a road sign, not the road. It's about the process and the culture, which in any organization should embrace relevant values. We also have an important commitment to social responsibility. The experience of our social commitment has emotionally changed many of our team members and really given them a tangible sense of contribution to the community. When you start looking for job opportunities, consider companies that have meaningful commitment to the community. It usually means that it is a company with a healthy culture, and that will have a positive impact on your own career development. I would be remiss if I did not say something as it specifically relates to women in business, but I hope that what I say is meaningful to all the men in the room, because frankly, it is. Too often, I was the only woman in the boardroom. As a female, I felt isolated, and I was determined that when I became boss, I would develop my own personal style of inclusiveness. But inclusiveness is not just something that distinguishes the relationship men and women have at the workplace. It's about anyone who works with you, who struggles to feel undervalued. It could be a cultural issue. We need to pay attention to each other, because if we don't, we become excluded, man or woman. I value our employees and make sure that through word and compensation. Organizational research shows that acknowledgement is at the top list of priorities, even before money, that keep employees engaged and motivated. As you head off into your present, because future sounds so far away, I encourage you to set yourself up for luck. Anticipate it, expect it, but don't wait for it. Ask a lot of questions. Be curious, keep learning. Believe in your dreams, not your fears. Embrace risk. Trust me, luck will find you. Your credential doesn't just say you graduated. It says you've arrived at the place you wanted to be. You decided to do this. You chose to be here, and now it's done. You are already successful. Now all you have to do is go out there and tell the rest of the world. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Crutzfeldt, for your heartfelt message about the importance of contributing, about making a difference, and about taking advantage of opportunities. I would like to now invite Dr. Corlett, along with Academic Governance Council Vice Chair Dr. Lynn Honey, to their respective podiums for the presentation of graduands and the conferring of credentials.
Good morning, everyone. Graduands, if you are able, please rise. On behalf of the faculties and schools of MacEwan University, I present these graduands and those who are named in the Convocation program but not able to be with us today. I ask that they be pledged and admitted to the MacEwan University applied degrees, diplomas, and certificates they have earned.
And I will ask you now to join in the MacEwan University Graduate Pledge. The pledge is not an oath, but an expression of purpose to which you will respond, I will. Will you pledge yourself to use the knowledge, experience, and skills that you have gained at MacEwan University to serve your community and the world faithfully? I will. Thank you. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Province of Alberta and upon the recommendation of the MacEwan University Academic Governance Council, I admit you to the degree, applied degree, diploma, or certificate to which you are entitled, and I invest in you all of the rights and privileges, powers, and responsibilities pertaining to that credential. And now I bestow upon you this credential as a solemn trust to transform, engage, and improve the world from this day forth, to teach and to learn from others, so that through your learning, we all may flourish. Thank you. You may be seated.
Thank you, Dr. Corlett and Dr. Honey. Our marshals will now usher graduates to the stage. We will now commence with the individual presentation of our graduates. We would like to remind you that if you wish to take photos of your graduate, please come to the area at the right of the stage as we approach your graduate's name in the program. An usher will assist you to ensure the smooth flow of people in and out of the area. With the exception of those taking photos, we ask that you remain seated during the presentation out of respect for all graduates and their families. Offering congratulations to each graduate, our board chair, Challborn, Dr. Honey, Dr. Corlett, and the faculty's dean. Dr. Atkinson will present each graduate with their credential on stage. He will be assisted by Associate Registrars, Ms. Michelle Fraser and Ms. Frances Billingsley. Off stage to your right is Laura Squires, alumna of MacEwan University. Ms. Squires will present each graduate with a gift on behalf of MacEwan University alumni. I would ask graduates to return to their seats after receiving their credential. And now I call upon Dean Elsie Elford, School of Business, to present graduates.
I present to you the following candidates for certificates, diplomas, and applied degrees in the School of Business.
And now presenting graduates receiving the Bachelor of Applied Business Administration Accounting. Talhal Ayaz. Clinton Robert Bowie. Catherine Sheila Marie Green. Jessie Lynn Jewell. Daphne Joy Makaruk.
Tala Sultan. Jason Virdee Lastly. And now presenting graduates receiving the Accounting Technology Certificate. Manavdeep Singh Brar. Simmerpreet Kaur. Sushant Kulkarni. Il Andrew Santa Cruz Mendoza with distinction, lastly.
And now presenting graduates receiving the Accounting and Strategic Measurement Diploma. Anup Chadra. Kaylyn Ann Chrystian. Dana Phyllis Davies. Manpreet Singh Dillon. Samsher Singh Dosanjh. Sonia Dua. Sandrine Essay Bimwala.
Lingfei Gu. Nicole Agnes Gurney. Japneet Singh Junaja. Noorpreet Kaur. Ramandeep Kaur. Roop Anwar Kaur. Simranjit Kaur. Arfa Saifullah Khan.
Kuldeep Kumar. Debram Marie Lim. Sylvia Octavianti. Joselita Esperanza Pighin. Sandra Divina Ramos with distinction. Divjot Singh Sangha.
Ashrita Sethi. Amarbir Singh. Dhruv Tandon. Yankee Tat with distinction. Adele Helen Town. Letitia Townsend. Adriana Triffan, lastly.
And now presenting graduates receiving the Asia Pacific Management Diploma. Madison Cote, lastly. And now presenting graduates receiving the Business Management Certificate. Sweet Patty Mae Enriquez Bernardo. Leah Lysing. Meghna Pendripali. David Joseph Plabondon with distinction. And lastly, Natalie Maureen Reske.
And now presenting graduates receiving the Business Management Diploma, Vishalini. Derek Scott Anderson. Joe Augustine. Cristen Jamar Berkley. Nature Core Binder. Christine Arayem Birapwa. Bagrat Sagedovich Olachev. Tori Lynn Boy.
Manavdeep Singh Brar. Jacqueline Mercedes Chuti. Hemedevi Dusoyi. Ires Maria Karim Felix Vasquez. Laurel Lynn Ganza. Jonathan Glover.
Jordan Christopher Glover. Arshpreet Singh Rawal. Rajdeep Singh Rawal. Ian David Isherwood. Samandeep Kaur Kang. Gurmail Kaur. Gursimran Kaur. Navneet Kaur.
Manpreet Singh Kuner. Nitin Kumar. Steffi Joseph Kurian. Henna Paresh Kumar Patel. Anmol Ratan. Maneet Singh Rehan. Juanita Rodriguez. Gaurav Sapra. Brittany Dawn Skaman.
Khlood Samsudeen. Pratik Sharma. Navroop Kaur Sidhu. Amrinder Singh. Gurteg Singh. Karanbir Singh. Kushwinder Singh. Sukhwinder Singh.
Surinder Paul Singh. Sunil Ashwin Bahai Soratia. Nicole May Stodola. Zishan Ali Syed. Frankie Page Thomas. Ryan James Valenzuela. Jean-Michael Mariano D. Velasco. Rishev Verma. Vladislav Zamkovi.
Teng Zhao. Ziying Zhang. Yudan Zhu lastly. And now, presenting graduates receiving the Human Resources Management Certificate. Catherine Sarno-Brunel. Jamie Sharon Ria Kay. Zoe Scarlett Zolaski, lastly. And now, presenting graduates receiving the Human Resources Management Diploma. Harshant. Leona Badger. Christina Lynn Belanger. Krista Lee Boy.
Sasha El Cantar. Paula Michelle Hevia Oriol. Harmandeep Kaur. Katrusia Alexandra Lahola. Wanyi Lee. Omoladun Olawatosin Olagunju.
Asia Diane Pelly. Crystal Rezek. Diana Elizabeth Sanchez. Rahul Sharma. Yen Fung Mai Tai. Sarah Vuong. Zoe Scarlett Zalaski Blastley. And now, presenting graduates receiving the Legal Assistant Diploma, Victoria Andrea. Jenna Rebecca Bakelock. Guinevere Sarah Azandowski.
Karina Ming Ming Chow, with distinction. Nina Brooke Davidson. Caitlin Nora Decant. Nikki Louise Fournier. Jessica Lee Fowler. Gritcha Valero Goko. Emily Margaret Haykans. Lisa Hong.
Ellen Louise Homenia. Stephanie Mercedes Hunter Baker. Caitlin M. England with distinction. Amita Kapoor. Kimberly Nicole Litzenberger. Cassandra Elaine May. Kimberly Lynn Phillip. Morgan Alicia Pryor. Katie Louise Rutkowski with distinction.
Whitney Bradlin Smith. Alexandra Frida Stansky. Melody Joy Tattinger. And lastly, Anna Yiping Tang. And now presenting graduates receiving the Library and Information Technology Diploma. Maya Amber Allery. Elaine Dorothy Bagley. Lucienne Marie Gamache with distinction.
Erica Frances Haley. Kyla Dawn Henry. Alexandra Leah Amulos. Sarah Justin. Erin McCready. Jasmine Grace Chan Naku with distinction. Sean Allen Payne. Jennifer Rhonda Quinn with distinction. Joshua Kenneth Tisdale.
Nicole Dawn Venema. Kaylyn Ann Welch. James Mitchell Yakimetz, lastly. And now presenting students, graduates, receiving the Management Studies Certificate. Marcia Lian Rempel, lastly. And now presenting graduates receiving the Management Studies Diploma. Susan Mogg with distinction. Christopher Clyde Wesley Vanderbork with distinction. And lastly, Isabella Lydia Vertietzuk.
And now, presenting graduates receiving the Public Relations Diploma. Tanya Elizabeth Germain, lastly.
I present to you those graduates from the School of Business unable to be present, whose names are listed in the program. Thank you.
Thank you, Dean Elford. This concludes the presentation of our graduates. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in acknowledging our graduating class of 2017! For the presentation of student awards, I invite Dean Elford to present the Dean's Medal for Academic Excellence for the School of Business.
Within each faculty and school at MacEwan University, we recognize the students whose academic efforts have propelled them to the top of their class. The Dean's Medals are the highest academic honor that may be granted by a faculty and recognizes the exemplary success of individual students within their area of study. One award may be granted in a certificate or diploma program and one award in a degree program. This year's Dean's Medal for Academic Excellence in a certificate or diploma program for the School of Business is awarded to Jasmine Grace Chan Naku, a graduate of the Library and Information Technology Diploma Program. Jasmine Grace has achieved a graduation GPA of 4.0. And how did she manage such an incredible accomplishment? Well, you may ask. Part of the reason might be that she loves libraries. and she loves to read. Although she started a Bachelor of Arts program at the University of Alberta, she knew something was missing, and it was her passion for the library that brought her to MacEwan to pursue her chosen career path. Jasmine Grace enjoyed her time at MacEwan, so much so that she tells me she wants to complete her arts degree here. We are delighted she will be continuing her studies with us. On behalf of MacEwan University, congratulations, Jasmine Grace.
Thank you, Dean Alford, and once again, congratulations, Jasmine Grace. I would like to now ask Laura Squires, alumni representative, to provide a welcome to you, our newest members of the MacEwan University alumni family.
Good morning once again, distinguished guests, family, friends, and most importantly, congratulations to the newest graduates of MacEwan University. Almost 1 year to the day, I sat in the same seat you sit in now, excited for what my future would bring, nervous about starting my career, and sad to say goodbye to the many friends that I made during my 4 years at MacEwan. Like many of you, MacEwan became my second home. There were many late nights spent studying in the library and hours spent writing papers. Although you were probably stressed out at times, you were never alone. During your time at MacEwan, you were surrounded by other students, faculty, and staff, all working towards a common goal, your success. Now, after working through challenges and celebrating achievements together, you've made it. Today, you join a family of over 58,000 alumni who are now employed in various fields and are working to make the world a better place for everyone. As you move forward, I encourage you to never stop learning. We all have to remember to take chances and to embrace risks. Sometimes doing something that scares you may present you with the biggest reward. In the words of Kenny Chesney, trust me, friend, 100 years goes faster than you think, so don't blink. Congratulations on your big day and for reaching this milestone in your life.
Thank you, Ms. Squires. This brings us to the closing moments of our ceremony, after which alumni and their families are invited to join us for a celebration in the foyer. At this time, I would like to invite all graduates to express their appreciation to the people who have supported them through their academic journey. Would the faculty members please rise? Faculty members, graduates, a round of applause. Would the family and friends of our graduates please rise? Family and friends, please rise. Graduates, a round of applause. And now, in turn, I would like to invite our audience, faculty, staff, to join me in congratulating the graduates of 2017. President Atkinson, I invite you to close convocation.
This brings us to the close of today's graduation ceremonies, and once again, on behalf of everyone, we extend congratulations to each one of our graduates. We know this is a special day for you, and we encourage you to celebrate its importance with all those who are with you here today. It is important for your family and friends. In many ways, I suspect as much as it is important to you. There are many people who make Convocation possible, people who work very, very hard. And allow me, on behalf of everyone, and especially our graduates today, to extend appreciation to all of our MacEwan University volunteers who helped today make such a success. And maybe you could extend your appreciation to these people who make Convocation possible. I think we would all agree that this is an event to remember. I now ask everyone to please stand and to remain standing during the playing of our legacy recessional composed by Sean Bessie. And to everyone else, if you could just wait until the graduates have left the performance chamber before you exit. And if everyone could wait until your stage party has exited as well, if for no other reason than we like to get to the cookie table first. So Maysparrow University Registrar, will you please lead the recessional, and I do declare this convocation closed.